Hello everyone, hope I am audible and back to another Thursday live YouTube session on expiry days. Today, of course, is the monthly expiry also. Before that, a couple of things. You all might be aware that we have our traders meet Manthan in Bombay on Saturday, this coming Saturday, which is 2nd September, around 2 o'clock. So that will be a very good opportunity for all of us to meet and share and discuss. And we'll of course be presenting some features and technique from TradePoint and some from OPSTRA, and it will be definitely a good interaction for lasting almost 4 hours. So if you have not registered, you can go and register there. It's on the website in the events page. That's number one. Number two is last 4 Thursdays as well as today. Unfortunately, the main action has already happened. For example, yesterday only this main action happened, and today also it happened in the morning. But as of now, again it seems sideways. So what I have decided now is it will not be a fixed time on Thursday 2 o'clock from next week onwards. It will be any day, any time, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whenever I think that something important is likely to happen. So it is not going to be a fixed time for this YouTube live session. From next week, it will be any of those days when I see some action coming up in the market. It need not be 2 o'clock. It can be 11 o'clock. It can be 2 o'clock, whenever. So for that, you need to subscribe to this YouTube channel and click on the bell icon so that you get the notification when we go live immediately. So that is one change, because most of the time, in fact, all of these Thursdays, today is the fifth one, where based on the data and the charts as of now, I doubt whether any major action will happen. It is toggling near 19,300 and Bank Nifty near 44,000. So if we look at the charts, Nifty, of course, yesterday it was a classic. In fact, if anyone had followed all the things which I have been mentioning all till now, look at the high, it was near the previous day's H5, and over here around 12:30, and again here it tried to cross the VWAP but could not, and after that broke H5, broke H4, broke H3, and all the way to this pivot point. So that was a good trade which was there yesterday. Again this morning there was a sudden spike in the morning, but look at this green line, which is the 200 EMA on 5 minutes. I always talk about the slope, not just the crossover. So it had already started sloping down. So any spike, very likely chances that it will get sold off, and that is exactly what happened. It went slightly above H3 over here, which was 19,374 or so, and the high was 19,382 of futures. After that, it came and hit L3 and L4 both. And now in the afternoon, around 140 or so, it did try to cross, but the VWAP as well as L3, which is the 19310, are both there only. So it is going to be difficult for any bull trend in the next 1.5 hours, unless it crosses, let's say, 19315, 19320. Beyond which this 200, which is right now at 344, that will be the first resistance, or you can call it the target, and then 374. But for that, right now it is taking support near L4, which is 19279. So the morning low, the previous low near 19265. In fact, there are quite a lot of supports between 19250 and 19260. You can see here all these camera levels can act as support: 19258, 19276, and today's L5 is 19227. So as long as it is above this 19279, we might see a bounce to 19300, but beyond that, it's difficult to say anything right now. Similarly, if we see the Bank Nifty chart, same thing. In fact, yesterday Bank Nifty high was exactly near H5. After that, it broke VWAP immediately. And look at the levels it broke one by one. H4, H3, L3, L4, and it went all the way to L5. So this was a superb intraday trade yesterday. And today again the morning spike did not last, because the 200 EMA is definitely sloping down. And here again it is not crossing VWAP. So which is right now near 44060 or so. So this spike got sold off from there only, which went up to 44078. Yeah. So again here, as long as Bank Nifty is below 4480, 44080, it is unlikely to see any rise. So coming to other charts, let's take multiple open interest of Nifty at 19,300 because that is at the money right now. Look at the spike in the OI of the call. This is huge. Yesterday, though Bank Nifty was bearish, this did not rise that much. But today, right after opening, it started rising, and now it is very much higher than the put OI, which means 19,300. Any rise above 19,300 might face selling. So as of now, this strike is bearish. So next 1 hour or so will give a clear picture. It's a bit early for the expiry. Similarly, in Bank Nifty, the put writers are quite active here, and the call OI is not very much higher than the put OI. So Bank Nifty is less bearish compared to Nifty. That is what this picture says. Coming to the individual charts of, let's talk about 19350 put because we always talk about in the money put on expiry day. So in the morning, look at this. It took support near L4. After that, L4, L3, H3, H4 all were achieved. And now again they were selling in the last half an hour or so. And beyond this, this high was 87. Beyond this H5 98 will play a role. So whether that will be crossed, if that is crossed, then this 166. But then that can happen in the last half an hour or so. It's too early to talk about it. As of now, there is selling which has happened in the put all the way from 120, from 87 to 51. So again, here it is range bound between 87 and 50. And if we see the Bank Nifty put 44,000, again same selling happened. In fact, this high was exactly near this level of 2 days back. And here there is a big bearish anchor column. So again, this is also trapped between 45 and 110. Unless that is crossed, Bank Nifty is unlikely to do much. Looking at some call charts, Bank Nifty call is again bearish. So neither the put is bullish, now the call is bearish. Bullish. So there was a big spike here which went near the VWAP, and from there it came down. And again, 44,000 call doesn't look promising in terms of bullishness. And the Nifty 250, 19250 call here, like we discussed, there was a selling from that Camarilla level. So after that, it has not yet crossed it. So unless it goes, as long as it is above below 50, there is not much to expect from this Nifty also. So all in all, 19,300 and 44,000 look to be the magnet areas as far as expiry is concerned. So I'll be surprised if expiry is way beyond these two levels. So plus minus 20, 30, 40 for Nifty and plus minus 100 for Bank Nifty. That is all that is visible as of now. I keep saying as of now because on expiry day, anything can happen within 5-10 minutes. So you have to be on your toes. Because see here, Nifty has not yet gone below 19,270. So that is acting as a support. It is range bound between 280 and 310. And Bank Nifty is also still below 44,080. Yeah, there is some MSCI action today afternoon, so there is a possibility. I mean, no one can say with certainty that there will be activity. You always have to be alert that there can be an activity. So these levels will definitely help in understanding whether that activity will be there. So as of now, both look bearish, but not too bearish that it can slide. But of course, it can change. But between the two, it looks more bearish because they have to cross that 44,100 and 19,320 on the futures, below which again they can be sold off even if there is a spike. And because of this multiple, if you see the 19,300 call, that is still rising, not yet coming down. And Bank Nifty also call is rising. Put is not coming down yet, so that's why when put is not coming down, I'm talking about the put OI. That means the put writers have not yet given up. In fact, if you see here after yesterday's sell-off, the 44,000 put has not shedded open interest at all, even in yesterday's fall. And on the contrary, it shot up in the morning when Bank Nifty gave a spike in the morning. So that is still intact. In fact, those put writers have not yet given up. So As of now, that seems that 44,000 put writers, as long as they are this open interest is at this levels, a chance of a big fall in Bank Nifty is also unlikely. For any fall in Bank Nifty to happen, these put writers have to shed their OI. This has to come down drastically. That is the put covering. So unless that happens, it is going to be unlikely that there will be a major fall. Let me look at the charts once again. 250 call, I think Nifty went down. No, this 250 call, yeah, that is because expiry is approaching, so time value is playing. What about the Bank Nifty call? That is also showing no signs. But are the puts showing any strength? Yes, in fact, it has given a turtle breakout. But of course, this level, which is near 87, 88, has to be crossed for any further rise in the puts. Beyond that, 98 is possible. And Bank Nifty put, it is trapped below 90, which is the H3. So unless this goes above the high, which was 94, beyond 94, 116. So again, not much of activity seen here. So not much of even the futures is near 283. So not much activity seen here. What about Bank Nifty? Again the same. So it's what another 75 minutes left for expiry, and 19,300, 310 on the futures. That seems to be a magnet. Only beyond 19,320 you can see any big rise. So right now spot is, of course, this is a wrong number. It is 19,280, and that's why futures. So let's see whether in the next 10 minutes something happens. Let me load the futures chart once again. Actually, futures is 270. I think there's a problem with the net here. But in any case, the call and put open interest are also showing the same thing. So not much of activity. How much is Bank Nifty? Is 43,991 on the spot. TOI is not a tool which can be used in the last half an hour on an expiry, half an hour to 1 hour. But still, let me see it. So I'm taking 19,300. It is showing some signs of bottoming out, but too early to talk about it unless it crosses the previous high. It is unlikely to rise. So again, this is also showing. In fact, this is when it is as steep as what it was yesterday afternoon. Till the time it is not like that, you can't expect a big fall. So, and even if I look at the Bank Nifty TOI, that is also showing similar signs. It is not too bearish right now and gone sideways. So unless it maybe it crosses this high, there can be a good rise in Bank Nifty, and if it goes further down, there can be a fall. So right now it is almost like don't do anything. Maybe last half an hour, so it's to 1 hour, so it's dangerous to sell any straddle also. So spot is 19,280 and Bank Nifty spot is 43,960. So but still not major, no major change in the TOI. So let me close these TOI charts. In case of any fall in Bank Nifty, this low which was there at 43,872, that can act as a support. So unless it goes decisively below the low, like below 43,850, 800, again this is trapped between 43,800 and 44,100. It is a 300-point range, but Bank Nifty 300 is nothing, isn't it? Let me plot the Nifty spot chart because the futures chart is not getting updated for some reason. Even the Nifty chart is not. Something wrong with my laptop. Maybe the data is corrupted, so I'll have to restart it. In any case, the idea remains the same. It is not much of an action over here. Let's have a look at the put chart once again. Not much activity here again. What about the Nifty put? It did try to go above this 87, but not yet crossed. And the call chart will definitely be down. Yes, in fact it made a new low, 250 call. And the Bank Nifty call 43,900. In fact, that also made a new low. So drifting down, no point in buying calls right now because it is not showing any strength. And of course, futures is in discount, but then you can't use that as a tradable idea because there are so many reasons why futures can be at a discount. So that is not a tradable piece of data, at least for me, and definitely not for the half an hour, 1 hour to expiry. So it seems again a quiet last 1.5 hours, not much to expect. So unless there are some questions, I don't see any point in continuing for the next 5-10 minutes. So in case you have any questions, you can ask them. Is this right time to exit the 19,300 straddle which has given decent profits so far? Should we hold to expiry? That depends on at what level you entered, if you can tell that. And it's August expiry, I assume. You can use this 55, 60 as a stop loss in case you have sold it much higher. That's why I asked. It depends on at what level you have sold it. So this anchor column, bearish anchor column, will start from 50. So any stop loss above 50 is good enough for now. But if you have sold it near 50, then of course you can exit right now. But if you have sold, let's say in the morning near 85, 90, you can book partial profit and use the stop loss 50 for the rest. Oh, 28th August. Then it was a superb trade, I think. Let me plot it again. 28th August. That means you entered near 150 or so. 150 to then you can safely use a stop loss of 60. That is quite safe because that's only 18 points from here. So you can exit only if it crosses 60, 65. Otherwise, you trail it. Who knows if you have your lucky day, you might get to see it well below 20, 15, 10, whatever. TOI charts are bearish, but can that be used as reference on that is exactly what I said. You can use the TOI charts in the first half, but not in the last couple of hours because that can be misleading. So that's why, in fact, even if you see, remember last couple of Thursdays, I have not shown the TOI chart. Someone asked for it, that's why I showed. Which OI should I look in expiry day second half? It should always be the ATM. Bank Nifty is getting weak. Let me again look at the put charts whether something interesting is happening in the puts. No, it is still not crossed at 115, and Nifty put inching up. So this was a good support which it took at H3 near 53 or so, immediate bullish column. After that, triple top buy, and now above it is giving a double top buy now. So if it crosses 87 or so, then 98, and who knows, 166 might be seen. But of course, it's all speculation, so you have to trail it. So even if we enter here, the stop loss will be below 60, which is the Camarilla level. So 20-25 point stop loss on a put is not much. And if it crosses 88, then 98 is a level where you have to book partially and then again trail it, because there is no sign at all from the call chart. In fact, it is still going down. Now, this is another way to identify where expiry is possible. Look at this 27 on a 19250 call, which is exactly where the spot is right now. So it's just last 1 hour, so not much of time value left. And even if it crosses 40, 45, we will still reach near 19,300. So not much of action. So that is how you can estimate where expiry can be. As of now, it looks like between 19,270 and 19,300. So that is the picture as of now. If I look at the Bank Nifty 43,900 call, here again it is below 100 and between 50 and 100. So something like 43,950 and 44,000. Again, it is unlikely to go beyond 44,000 as of now unless there is a huge buying which happens. And that is exactly why these puts also, in fact, see this has not given a follow through at all. So now the market has gone up slightly. Similar thing on the 44,000 put. So these are days where only straddle selling, strangle selling works, and except that first morning, I mean after the morning spike, that gave a good trade in the puts, but last couple of hours is completely sideways. So that was the reason I decided instead of Thursday on a fixed time, it will be anytime one of the days where I think there might be action. So it's important that you, because there won't be any announcement, you have to subscribe to the channel and just click on the bell icon, and so that you get notified when I go live. Manthan in Delhi, we'll see. In fact, if you go to the Manthan page at the bottom, we have a section called Show Interest. So there, any one of you from any other city can show. Just enter your details and click on Show Interest. So once we have a good number of people on any specific city, we'll definitely plan that. That is important because it's difficult to select cities on our own. We need to see how many people are interested. So please go to that page and click on that show interest, giving your details. So okay, not much happening. Put is again going down and nothing happening. So that's all for today. So sometime next week. Now, unfortunately, I can't say when, but that's how it is. That's how the market is. So see you next week. Till then, have a good time and hope you have a good experience.